my inspiration for this project is based on the Rushton doll videos I've seen. They're like plushies that have a rubber face. But I want to alter these, of course, because of my love of cryptids and the paranormal, and just creepy things that are cute in general. The dog. Okay, so I took the face off of the dog, but I want to put a human face, and her head is pretty solid. So I'm not going to cut her face off. I'm just going to probably leave the material on and stitch her head through the hole. I kind of like these arms would fit with the dog body, and since I have the legs, I hate to waste arms and legs because I don't know, it could be, I'm probably going to incorporate the arms and legs into the dog just because I don't have any use for arms and legs at this point. And this doll was $1 at the Women's Resource Center on South Airport. They have a little tote full of dolls. I bought the one that I thought probably wouldn't be bought. She's got like those weird things in her head because there was like she's kind of stained up a little bit, but all right, so dog girl, let's go. All right, how's we going, dog girl? I did the legs, what I should have done. I mean, the head, I can still pop out the head. I didn't glue the head in. I'm going to add her arms. I just couldn't throw anything away, right? And the legs, so that's her sitting. The first leg, when I sewed around it, it looked a little janky. And so I redid it. But this is the legs, kind of. Got both legs on there. Nice. Did a little makeup. I'm not good at makeup. Gave her a little red and pink. Try to get like a bluish lip. All right, well, she's getting there. Now I got to do the arms. What I should have done. Okay, so since her head still pops out, I can't do this one-handed. Why am I doing this? I might have done a boo-boo. So this one still had material attached, and like I said, you just roll it over, stitch it so you have a little bit more material to work with. But you know what I didn't do? With this one, why did I do that? Why I gotta make my life harder? So now, what I'm gonna have to do is probably E6000 some trim around this arm now, because I'm not stitching in every little stitch there. What I just needed material. Why? All right, here's my solution to my flub up. I am taking thread and I am sewing like every other stitch, giving myself a decent way to hook into those stitches when I attach the arm. And to make the rubber holes bigger, I'm just using a bigger needle and then just running the needle through, and let's get to seam ripping. So you seam rip this, and then you're going to fold it over, sew it down with white thread because it doesn't really show up. And then we're going to, so we'll have that nice hole in there. Then we're going to stick the arm in there. And then I found some blue craft paint for Shirley's skin. And then there was a little ribbon here that was broken. I just E6000 it on there and put a little lace on there for a little, little prettiness. But yeah, so she has a collar. I was at a thrift store and I saw this scarf. It goes through a hole. It's so cool. And when it was sitting on the shelf, I swear I saw a face in it. Did you see a face? I'm pretty happy with the way that Shirley turned out. And now we're going to focus on Beryl using Shirley's old face. I made the holes around the dog's face bigger so I could loop some embroidery thread in there. Then I took a yarn needle and took some yarn and whipped them around those little loops all the way around so I'd have an edge that I could sew into the scarf. I seam ripped the edge of the scarf and then I set the face in there so that the seam would be like horizontal and then the face would go right in there. I was inspired to do Beryl's look with the memory of Falkor, the luck dragon from the Never Ending Story. That's the kind of vibes that Beryl gives me. And the eyes are pinkish red because I got pink eye while I was making Beryl, and I kind of thought it looked kind of creepy and cool. But I think it works. If you see me on the streets of Traverse City, how you doing? I'm fine. Anywho, so what I did was, I realized I did have something like a Rushton doll. And they have the rubber faces with the cloth bodies. Mine was actually a knickerbocker, and it was the monkey, the male monkey, but I made her a girl, and her name was Minnie May. And when I was 16, my dog ate her, so not real happy about that.